Okay. Honda and Acura are the same brand, and oh, there it is. They usually share most of the same parts. So what you find in one, you'll find in the other one. Now, my experience with Acura, they're okay, but typically luxury cars are a fan favorite. So depending on where you brought it from, it could be dogged the fuck out at these particular price ranges that I'm talking about. And the price ranges I'm talking about are like $1,500 cars, $1,500 cars, $2,000 cars, $3,500 cars, $5,000 cars. Right? Because we ain't got a lot of money to be playing with right now. We're talking about keeping it going, making our shit rock. You know what I'm saying? So go down in Honda. Show you some of the joints I like in Honda. I think in my last week episode, last week's show rather, I was looking at Civics. Civics are beautiful. Reason being, they come in coupe form, or they come in a coupe form, or they come in sedan, or some of them even have hatches. So let's look at 2005. Oops, hit the wrong one. To about 98. Okay. And we're going to go highest mileage. That's a surprise. That's amazing. Some of the highest mileage cars are still bringing in some good money. Um, I'm not a fan of these, but they're cool. But the ones I really like, there's so many of them. Let me go oldest year. Where am I looking over it? Oh, here it is. Oldest year. All right, you see these? These joints right here are important. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't pay attention to these numbers. I'm just here to show you the car, right? I'm here to show you that it comes in a sedan, comes in a coupe. Okay. It's amazing that this joint is even still this value. I'm telling you something. I'm telling you something. It's amazing that a car that's 2000 is valued at this. Why? Because they know what you can get out of it. And it only got 58,000 miles on it. But that's not the game plan. Go get that high mileage joint and take care of it. And then as your money starts to build, start getting nicer shit. But we just need to get from point A to point B. All right, so like you get my picture. All the Honda brands are pretty good. Models are good. You got to figure out which one works for you, but stick to the brands that got that small kind of car, the economy car, stuff like that. Even Acura still has one too, like the TL. TL is okay. It has a V6. Um, it's cool. I wouldn't really get necessarily into it too much because they got more technology and stuff like that. So you kind of just don't get too much involved with them. But Acura is okay. Acura is okay because it's still a Honda, and they share some of the same parts and stuff like that. So, um, this is not going as fast as I wanted to. Like the process on the website is bad. Let's see how Google would be. But I'll go back and forth because yeah. So the Honda. So we did Honda. We did Acura. Toyota. Um, Toyota is great. They share a lot of parts with Lexus. You could do a Lexus as well. Toyota. And you know how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna do price range. Yeah, because we're not going over 5,000. So that's what that's gonna be. All right. So right now, Toyota. Um, I'm not really fond of these joints. The small ones. Like, I know someone that has one. He gets a phenomenal gas mileage, but they're not really my cup of tea. These are the ones I really like. I like these ones. The Camry. The Camry is like a full-size sedan for point A, point B. I used to have this. This is the love of my life. I'm gonna get another one of them. Look at this van. This is a good van. The Sienna is a good van to have. As well as the Honda Odyssey is a good van. This year, 99, good year. What else they got? The Avalon's good. You get what I'm saying? Like, the brands are good. This brand is straight. You just got to take care of it. It don't matter which one you get. Don't get this sports car. Leave that alone. And the Toyota RAV4 it's a good truck if you got some money in the bank, because it's a gas guzzler. It got a V6 and it doesn't get really good gas mileage, but it still gets you where you got to go. And especially if you like got a small business or something like that, you can put your stuff in the back. You see what I'm saying? It really is nice. Like, I really appreciate like the sunroof. I appreciate the my leg clearance. I appreciate this right here. You can fold the seats down, use it for different things. And a lot of things that I like in cars now that I get with these cheap cars and stuff, I appreciate some of the small stuff like the cruise control to monitor my gas mileage. I appreciate the AC. I appreciate the sunroofs in some of them. You know, you can always change out the headlights. You can always change out all the little trinkets that make you more in love with the car. But look at these tires. This is important. Firestone. It is not a cheap tire. You get what I'm saying? It's not a cheap tire. Like, a cheap tire. What size was that tire? Can we see it? Let's go here. Toyota 4Runner 1999 tire size. Information. 265/70 R16. 265. What did he say? What did I say? 265/70 R16. 70 R16. And I like Walmart. Walmart, Amazon, good situation. You see this stuff? I don't even know who that is. Do y'all see that name? It says Kalimo. I don't know who that is. Arroyo. I don't know who that is. Master Track. I don't know who that is. Sounds American. I don't know who that is. You get my point. Dextero. I don't know who that is. But I know who Hankook is. I know who Michelin is. I know who Cooper is. I seen some travel stars before. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is how you see, like, okay, this could be a decent car. Because they didn't go cheap on the tires. A tire will tell you a lot about a car and the person who had it before them, before you buy it. Because people who don't give a fuck, they not spending no money on no tires. But you should, because that's what comes in contact with the road all the time. So we talking about road temperatures, blowouts, losing air, and if you don't have that membership to Costco, Costco has nitrogen air. All right. Costco is good because nitrogen air does not go up or down depending on the weather circumstances. So in the summertime, you could lose air pressure because of it being hot outside. And in the wintertime, you could lose air pressure because of it being cold, too cold. And, the car is just sitting there overnight and stuff like that. You can lose 1, 2 PSI. And if you're not checking your tire pressure like you supposed to, what will end up happening if you have low tire pressure, you can risk a blowout. And especially if you have one of these whatever tires that's cheaply made, oh, just believe you're gonna lose a tire, bro. It's gonna happen. You're gonna be driving one day, you're not gonna be thinking about it, and it's just gonna go. So that's my point. Pay attention to these little small details to make your buying process much better. Do, 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 do. All right. Who's next? Buick. All right. Buick is okay. It's a domestic brand. I like domestic brands. Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, Dodge, Ford, GMC, Lincoln, Mercury. I like those brands. It's a domestic vehicle. They made more than one part. Most of the time, you can use multiple parts from different cars. You ever seen how there may be, great example. Let's do this. The Tahoe, right? And then let's go to GMC, Yukon. Same fucking car. It's just one is at a different level as far as luxury wise or premium features. They all got the same stuff in them as far as the bones. Okay? The way you can see this better is I think a Tahoe 2000 and let's just go 4. Okay? You see that? You see how this looks? See if I blow it up. You see how it looks? Now let's look at the GMC Yukon 2004. You get what I'm saying? It's the same car. So that's why I like domestics. They become the same car, just got small little trinkets about them that make this one pop more than the other one. But the bones of a certain year, like these older years, they are the same car. Same car. You're going to be able to mix match parts. You're going to always know you're going to have parts. And they're very versatile. You can use them for different applications, whatever you're trying to do. Tow. You got a family. You live in a rural area. You can't have a sedan. You need a truck. You probably got to drive off a dirt road. You live off on a farm or something like that. These make sense. I want to veer off to these trucks, these pickup trucks real quick. Pickups. Tell you guys the difference. When you're buying a pickup truck, figure out what you need it for. For everyday use, a 1500. Ford. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said F-150. Ford F-150. If If it's an older model, let's just go for. I like older because we still trying to understand older models are gonna give you the price range you want looking for. So let's just go 2004. Wow, this is a 2004. Damn. Let's do 2003. Did they change the body style? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The F-150s, the 150. Okay, and they got them in like they got them in different tiers. So like F-150 and Ford, like your everyday truck around the highway, nothing too crazy, get you through mud, snow, all that type stuff, right? You starting to, let's say you have a lawn care business, a moving business, something that requires a little bit more, you're gonna have to step this up to the 250. The 250 can endure a little bit more pain than that 150. Make the right judgment call when it comes to buying this stuff. Don't get a 150 doing 250 work. The 150 gonna die tomorrow. You get me? Especially at these price points, I'm telling you. You'll be doing you wouldn't be doing any justice. And then if you need that big work, 350. Okay? This is I'm towing something 9 times out of 10 all the time. And they come in applications of like they're diesels. So you want to when you and diesels come in F350 and 250. You want to make sure that you're using the truck for the right application. Don't get a 150 doing 350 work. Engine gonna blow up. I'm telling you. And let me show you how this works out with other stuff too. Like, let's do Ram 1500, 2003. And I'm just using years. You figure out where your budget is and stuff like that. Ram 1500, same situation. Regular moving around, nothing too crazy. But then you want Ram 2500. Now we got a little bit more sturdier body. We have V8 options, and we also got diesel options. Comes with a Cummins. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? For more of that light duty stuff. They even got 3500 dually, big boy. You towing something. You're picking up cars. You put a lift on the back. You want to be a snatcher with the tow trucks and stuff like that. This is what you're going to go get. You want to be having a car haul and stuff like that. This is what you want to go get. Don't do that with the 250. It's cool, but the frame ain't rated for all that weight. The frame is weighted for this type of stuff if you're doing something bigger. Get me? Okay. All right, I'm gonna quickly. So we went over trucks, we went over cars. You understand how to pick them. I'm gonna run down the list of cars and my personal opinion, and we'll get you guys up out of here. So we went over Honda, Toyota. Okay. Also, Scion is with Toyota as well. So if you see a Scion and it's not that popular, it could be a good deal because they share Toyota parts. It's kind of a little secret. Nobody really looks at Scion like that. But if it's just for point A, point B, yeah. Um, Mercedes-Benz, I love it. They're built very, very good, especially the older ones. People get scared of them because they don't know who to go take it to, who to even talk to. You'll find someone. They're built really good cars, especially the diesel ones. But the reason why I put a star beside it is because I want you to understand you got to have money for this. You can go get a 25, 35, $4,000 Mercedes Benz with the instructions that I told you as far as picking out little small things to know if it was a good car or not. you better still have money, because if something was to go up on that motherfucker, it ain't cheap. So, the cars that I said before all this, these are cheap parts, cheap maintenance, keep you going. You got a little bit more money. This is more like the secondary car or the third car. You still want to keep a paid off car. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful. You're going to have to come with some dough. Take care of that joint. An alternator on it ain't going to be a regular 250, 280. Alternator might be about 380, 400, 450. It's a premium. Mitsubishis, great. The ones that I like the most, if you're going to do Mitsubishi, none of the sports cars, because they've been abused. What you need to look at is the SUVs models. Let me see. 2005. Let's see if it just brings up some. This one. The Montero. This is a really, if you know, you know. And if I can get my hands on one of these joints, it's gonna make me emotional. This truck is beautiful. It will last. It got the space. The interior on it is so luxurious. It's premium and everything. Great truck. Great truck for a family of like 3. You ain't got to worry about much. Regular maintenance. Take care of that joint. Do all the necessary pickings to make sure it was taken care of. Get it. It ain't going to be super expensive either, because a lot of people don't really know nothing about them. I mentioned Subaru a lot. Subaru is cool. I'm not going to go over it too much. The Forester, the wagon, the Outback, all those things, they are pretty inexpensive, and they come with all-wheel drive standard in all their models. So just make sure you look at the small trinkets to make sure it's the one. Usually with Subaru customers, I found that they are more like the dogs. So like if you seen somebody that had a dog hair inside, you got good. That's a good car, because they cared about their dog. They cared about their car, man. They had to get that dog back and forth to the dog park. You get what I'm saying? Pick out these small things to tell you, it just don't look good. No, it is a good one. You're looking at the wrong stuff. Don't look at that little rust spot on the outside. Okay, the little small rust spot. Don't worry about that. What does the interior look like? How is it taken care of? Don't get me wrong, you don't want a rust bucket. You look up under it, you don't want it to be rusty, but you also want to make sure, like, you don't want to just pass up on something that's good, because it has a dog hair in it. That was my list of cars that you can do. Let's talk about the ones that you are not supposed to do. Nissan, Infiniti, any of them motherfuckers. No. Unless you got one that has been taken care of, passed down from a family member. You know the family member. No. Let me tell you something. Nissan, they'll give anybody a car that can breathe with a loan. They don't care. These people are not, they don't, listen, most importantly, they don't even value your safety. I've seen so many of these cars. Nissan Sentra. Let's just go with 2015. This joint. Now, you see how the car looked? Dog. I'm scared when I see someone drive one of these. You may not. Do you see this? You may not make it. The whole front of the car. The whole front of the car is gone. Nissan doesn't value this. Their shit is like paper. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't even know what it is about Nissan people like. This shit is whack. If you ain't getting this one, and this just for me, my lord. If you not getting Nissan GTR, if you not getting one of these, or you not getting one of the Z's, if you not getting one of the Z's, I'm not saying this year, but 351, if you get one of these, if you're not getting one of any of these, none of their nice sports law joints that they spend a little bit more time on, bruh, forget about it. All they economy cars, trash. Trash. Like, they don't care. Like, they want to give anyone, these are people that you go to when you got bad credit. Okay? Seriously. You ain't even trying to get involved with them, yo. Audi. This Audi's for the gangsters. You gotta have money. Period. You got it. You can't start off at no. I'm gonna buy an Audi for 3,500, 4,500, 6,000. You need to be buying an Audi for 10 grand minimum to even last maybe a year or two, 3 years. Yeah, dog. That shit is whack. You see them nice Audis. I've seen Audis. Let's go do it. That's how I prove what I'm talking about. Used Audi, and I love this model so much. The A8, I'm like, I'm in that boss shit. So the A8, and let's go to lowest price. Everybody know this one. It was in the movie of the Transporter. It's his favorite car. You see these prices? 2015, $7,000. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. They look so nice. They look so nice. They hold their value because these cars come with so many technology things with them that, bruh, when you buy it, you see, all right, let me show you this. You see this? This screen right here? It flips out the dash. The car nice and all that. But that shit gonna break. You wanna know how much that costs? I don't know, but I know it ain't cheap. If a infotainment system slides inside the dash and slides out, that whole mechanism right there is not going to be a friendly thing for your budget. Don't do it. They just are not a good car, and they're cheap for a fucking reason. That's the same thing with BMW. They cheap for a reason. They just a look. They look nice, but man, you better know how to fix the shit yourself to save you some money, or just don't get involved because the parts is ridiculous. And then on top of that, you may have to take out 2-3 parts just to get the one part. Now, it took the mechanic 3 hours to get 3 parts out, and he didn't even get to the one part that was broke. Don't do it. Hyundai, forget about it. They're on the same page as fucking Nissan. They ain't worried about your life. Don't do it. They got cheap cars. They cheap for a reason. They will put you in a body bag. Don't do it. Jaguar, forget about it. Jaguars is the same thing with these motherfuckers. They are cheap. I ain't even getting involved. They are cheap. But they do not. Dog, a Jaguar has air. Some of them have airbag suspension. You ever seen the cars? People driving their car in the airbag, they be on the car be leaning in the back because the airbags went out. And you want to know how much one of those airbags is? Too fucking much. And matter of fact, let me show you this. Bam, this is where I get all my stuff from. You see this list? Let's just say we got an Audi, It's a 2000. What year was that Audi? Was it a 13? And it was an A8. And let's just say it was a V8. Let's just look for something. Let's just say we want something to do with the engine. But that really ain't good. Like the engine, we already know that's going to be expensive. Let's just go for brakes. How much is a rotor and brake pad kit? You know, you want to get your brakes done. Okay, and I like how they got different ones here. All right, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are gonna go for daily. Well, you should be putting daily stuff on there. This is the price range, and mind you, the ones that's hardest is the ones that are favored that usually works with most other cars. Like you got different brands, but the ones that's hardest, most people have better success with them. Okay, that's how I get my parts, and then I got a mechanic. You get a relationship with your mechanic, and then boom, they take care of it, and you know you good to go. But you get my point. Shit ain't cheap, bruh. But let's say, for example, you went for a 2004 Honda Civic, okay, and you got the 2.0 liter, and let's see how much a pair of brakes on that is. Brakes and rotors assembly, and we're gonna do let's just do daily driver and pull up economy. Do you see the price? And let's get a couple ones that's hard. $68. $68. Say, you guys are catching on. We want to get ourselves in position so that when a problem does arise, we are not putting ourselves in a position to hurt ourselves. All because we want to look good. Fuck looking good. Let's keep our money in our pocket until we can get to the point where we can look good. And then it won't matter that we had an Audi. We can get a car of our choice. Say if you like that Audi that was a 2013. That car was your favorite model, favorite year and everything. At least by the time you put that motherfucking work in, you stayed down, you were able to afford those brakes that was $300. You was able to afford the $600 in maintenance that was going to cost you to put the motherfucking brakes on and to maintain the car. You get what I'm saying? We got to stay down till we get up, and the way that we do it is by choosing the right move, not the wrong move. Make your best move your next move. I'm here to hold your hand. I'm here to take you to the promised land. Yes, I am. All right, let's keep going. Jeep. Fuck no. I had a Jeep. If you wasn't getting the top of the line Jeep, forget about it. I mean, yeah, I'm talking my shit a little bit. I had one of them. Big dog style. Ordered it off the truck. Yeah. It was cool. It was nice. I had no problem with it. But, a lot of them are abused. And the cheaper models to get, are even terrible. Like, they're not reliable as far as the four-wheel drive and all that stuff. It's not made good at all. You gotta spend some money for a nice Jeep. It's weird like that. They want you to get that top of the line Jeep to be taken care of. Just like what I was saying with Nissan. You gotta get that top of the line stuff. They put their money in some of their top of the line shit. They didn't put their money in none of their economy stuff. Like you go get one of these, a Jeep Compass. I don't know, 2012. One of these, forget about it. It comes with the engine that it comes with is like trash. 2000, do they have 2008 models? Yeah, forget about it. Trash. No, mind you, don't get me wrong. It's going to be appealing because if you go over here, Oh, I already put Jeep Compass. This looks really nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll go get one. 2,900. Okay, when that shit blow up on you, don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. This engine, Now, don't get me wrong. You got to use these type of cars strategically. I'm not saying you can't get it. I'm just saying this got to be a strategic buy. Either you got it and you know you're using it from point A to point B. You're going to get something else in the end of the year. Strategically. But don't buy this thinking that you're going to survive off of this for 5 years. It ain't happening, bro. Something's not going to work. Just keep going. Y'all getting my drift. Y'all getting what I'm putting down. Kia, forget about it. The new Kias, like all that stuff, that's cool. That's pretty. But what they're doing is they're putting more money into what they know that you like validation wise. I know you like all this nice shit. Okay. What scared me about Kia, and they was like, I'm gonna give you a warranty of 10 years, 100,000 miles. Why are you the only automaker giving that long of coverage? You telling me your shit? You trying to tell me that your shit needs that long of coverage? Bro, everybody else in the market is 5 years, 60,000 miles, 3 years, 36,000 miles. They know they don't have to cover that shit for that long. They know that their stuff is going to last longer than that. You telling me your selling point is that you 10 years, 100,000 miles because you feel as though that you want to get somebody in this car so bad that they know that something's gonna happen within that time, and they rather just give you a safe way of thinking that you're covered. Okay, I've seen people get fucked out of that. I've seen people be like, I seen the manufacturer be like, well, we can't cover that because you made some bad decisions when putting gas. You put the wrong gas in there. There's always these little small fine prints. Don't do it. Stay away. Land Rover. Mind you, I didn't say Range Rover. Land Rover. You can do Land Rover. I'm going to tell you the one that you can do. Range Rover, you're going to need some money. Don't even do it. You're going to put yourself in a body bag. Land Rover Discovery. I think it was let's look at it. Is it 2008? No, not that one. Not that one. I think it's 4. It looks ugly. But man, this is a good car. This is a good car. The engine that it came with, came with a V8, 4.6 liter. Good engine. Not a problem with these engines. Car lasts a long time. Nice horsepower. Nice look. Let's keep going back down our list. Mazda, hell no. Don't do it. Don't even ask. Oldsmobile, absolutely not. Don't do it. Look, Oldsmobile hasn't been around in years. Just stay away. Pontiac, absolutely not. There's been a hit and miss in between them. You had good ones and you had bad ones. Just stay away. Porsche, forget about it. You see a Porsche that's cheap, you probably won't even see one that's cheap. Just don't do it. Saturn, they stopped making shit for that car years ago. You ain't gonna find nothing. Volkswagen, if you're doing the new ones, like the brand new ones, yeah, they cool. But anything like old shits, kind of skeptical. Volvo, same thing. Stay away. Stay away. And anything that has a hybrid engine, don't do it. Anything that has a high look, I'm gonna give you an example. Honda Civic Hybrid 2003. Don't do this car. Don't do any hybrids that are old. Okay, the battery in them is a headache. Stay away. You're gonna do any of that nice technology stuff, trying to get away with something, go for something new if you got the funds. But if you don't got the funds, stay within those small economy vehicles that I mentioned, and you're gonna be fine. And it's gonna get you to point A, point B, and it's gonna get you to the next level. And you're gonna be able to afford the parts for them. And whenever you go to a mechanic shop, ask them what their labor rate is. And me personally, I usually go 3 different mechanic shops, compare their labor rates, and then I also compare how they make me feel when I go there. And I figure out, always get 3 quotes from everybody. And I figure out which one is high, which one's low, and then I figure out, and then from which one made me feel comfortable, which one had more experience. You ask these questions, and you'll be able to be straight. You won't have no issues with anything like that. So switch stuff over. Y'all straight, man. We're gonna get into next week. I'll get another episode in there to get y'all right. Pick out some other stuff. But this has been fun. This one right here was up my alley. I fucks with this a lot. So transportation is important for you guys to have security, for you to get where you gotta go to make the bread. And if we can make the bread safely, and if we can make the bread um, work for us, why not? All right. Stay tuned for the next installment on the BNM, Best Next Move. And until then, have a good fucking week. Peace.